Hi everybody, welcome to School of Scarlett. Today I have another message for you. So have you ever thought to yourself, maybe, why do I have to work this job every day? Maybe you're getting burnt out at work, or you're getting tired of something that you're doing for work. Today's message is for you. But before we begin, if you are new here, I want to welcome you to my channel. I want to welcome you to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you've been coming back to my channel and you haven't subscribed, take the time right now to subscribe. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. It helps the algorithm know that you are liking these videos. Okay, so today's message is really because you're being funded to be who you are. You're being paid to exist, essentially, and this is something really amazing. So this message is not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that you landed on this message, that you are now aligning to this. So you might be feeling this way, that you're getting tired of a certain job, that you're getting burnt out with a certain job because it's no longer aligning to you. You know, I'm sure there was a time where you were so excited to have that job and you were really happy to go to work every day. But now it's starting to seem like, you know, you're tired of it. You don't want to do it anymore. You might even be feeling like you want to quit in the mornings, or you don't see how you can continue doing this every day anymore. It's almost like you're starting to create, you know, an escape plan for this job, and that's because it's no longer aligning to you. But I'm here to share with you something very, very simple about how you can be paid to exist. So you are a very divine being. You have been on this earth for some time, and you know, I know that each and every one of you is special in a certain way. We all have different abilities, different life experiences, different capabilities. So we're all gifted in different ways. So how are you gifted? What is it that you are aligning to? Even if you can't think of something maybe you're gifted in, there is something that you enjoy doing. Do you enjoy gardening? Do you enjoy doing mechanics? Do you enjoy doing, you know, work with animals? What is it that you like to do? Do you like to write? Do you like art? Do you like music? You know, a lot of times we were told, you know, that the arts weren't something that was going to make us money, but maybe we did align to it. It was something that we really liked doing. You know, maybe you like acting, maybe you like, you know, taking care of children, but you're not necessarily doing that in your line of work right now. You're being called to kind of connect back with those aspects of yourself. You have something very special there. You have something that other people would like to see. We're really called right now to be truly authentic to ourselves. And in doing so, it kind of creates a path for us. And so we can truly just surrender into this moment and allow ourselves to kind of play around, dabble around in those things that brought us joy way back when. We can think of when we were children. It was so easy to wake up every morning and, you know, go out there and explore and play and do those things that we thought that we, you know, really aligned to. You know, we were playing doctor, we were playing, you know, nurse, we were playing, you know, cook, you know, chef or something like that. And maybe those things haven't been the jobs that you've necessarily taken because, you know, maybe financially, or, you know, your family or whatever really wanted you to do some other job. You're being called to align back to the thing that brings you joy, to the thing that makes you creative, to the thing that makes you you, the thing that makes you authentically you. So in doing so, you will actually carve a path for yourself where you can either teach others that thing that you like to do, or you can simply do that thing you like to do. And you could do it like on YouTube, you know, you could just record yourself doing it. You could teach others about it. You could create ways, you know, to show others that passion you have for that thing. And so we're in a time period where we're really, you know, kind of really blessed in a way, because we can do these things like create our own businesses from home. And so you're being called right now to think about opening up entrepreneurship, opening up, you know, something that is aligned to your being. And so it might not seem easy in the beginning, but it truly will just be a step-by-step process where maybe you are still working the job that you know, don't really want to do anymore, but you're slowly beginning to opening yourself up to sharing the thing that you love. So maybe you're very good at, you know, certain instrument or music, and you begin to give lessons on the side, and it's sort of like a side hustle, but over time you're going to see it's going to develop into something bigger. So allow yourself to dabble in this. You are truly going to be paid to exist, meaning that you're just going to be doing the things that you would have been doing anyhow, but you're going to be paid for them, or you're going to find a way to make it into a business where it's going to actually provide for you, probably exponentially, and maybe a lot more than maybe what your regular job that you were doing is. because where your passion is, there is abundance, there is growth, there is money there. So follow your heart, allow these things to, unfold for you step by step. You don't have to figure it all out right now. Sometimes we think we need to have this business plan, we need to have this whole big plan planned out, but you can just take it step by step. Like I said, if you feel called to start sharing it on TikTok, or just start sharing on a blog, or talking to others in your community, begin to allow yourself to share that wisdom, those things that you have picked up along the way. Each one of you has all kinds of wisdom, all kinds of things that you have picked up along the way that you can share with others, and it's very natural to you. It's very aligned to you, and it blesses others and it blesses you in return. So allow yourself to go along that path, and soon you will be paid to exist just by doing the things that you already like doing. Okay, so today's message is really about that. There is abundance always happening here. I'm seeing like the sun. The sun gets up and it's, shining on us every single day. We don't have to wonder if it's going to come up or any of that stuff. It's there. The sun comes up. And so just like that, abundance, and you will be taken care of. There is not a time where you're not going to be taken care of. So allow yourself to explore, to dabble in these things, to realize that you will be funded. Just like the sun shines, you will be funded. It will happen. Okay, so some of the other things that are coming through right now is really about just aligning to who you truly are. Being authentic is really all you have to do. That's really what's strongly coming through. So doing those things, again, that you were, once doing, or maybe you continue to do, but you're not sharing with others, begin to share, begin to open up in some way. Take the next step that aligns. I'm also seeing here like surrender. The other day I saw a jellyfish when I was at the beach. And so I looked up what was the spiritual meaning of a jellyfish. And the spiritual meaning of a jellyfish was to flow and surrender. So I'm seeing that in my mind's eye right now. So we're being called to surrender. Sometimes we don't really know what the next step's going to be. We usually don't know. But you're being called right now to realize that God's plan is way greater than your plan. You're maybe thinking, how am I going to get, this amount of money to come in, or how am I going to get this amount of followers or whatever to happen. But what God sees is the whole picture, and it may not just be that step. So I know that the other thing that's coming in is oftentimes I would tell people what I wanted, like for my birthday or for Christmas, and I would really expect that one item. And if I didn't get it or something like that, I was really, really disappointed. And a few years back, I surrendered completely to many things. And one of those things was gifts. And so I wouldn't, ever really share with people what I wanted. It was very natural to me just to like share if I liked something or whatever, but it wasn't like a pressure of, I want this one gift and just, repeating it or, kind of insinuating or nothing like that. I was very natural about it. And what I began to notice is the less that I shared with people or tried to control situations, the more I would receive. And I was just having that situation today in my life where I was just constantly receiving things that I was just not expecting, because I was totally surrendered and I wasn't expecting anything from anyone in these situations. So that is how it is. We really have to kind of surrender to this and just allow and flow with knowing that we are funded, that we are going to be paid to exist, and just go with our flow, or not natural childlike flow. So I hope that this message found you well. If it did, give me a thumbs up, a heart, comment down below. The thumbs up, it really helps my channel, so please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I've also noticed that like about 50% of people are subscribed, 50% come back but are not subscribed. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Thank you again. I'll catch you on the next message. I love you all.